I'm sure you all clicked on this video to know how to get rich in farming and friends. Well, actually, it's way more simpler than you might think. So watch till the end to find out how. The reason I got to where I'm at, as our first tip, is to work for people. I worked for people for maybe a week, and I got to where I'm at. The best thing you can do is work for people for the majority of you first being new to farming and friends, because you will learn different techniques that you will probably end up using. And I'm saying technique here because you will end up using different ways and easier ways to do stuff like harvest crops, harvest cocoa, and yeah, it's pretty simple if you work for people. That's my first tip. My second tip is make sure to get some friends. This game is not hard to make friends in. You can find another person kind of like you. I don't mean to be brash here, but you could be a low level player. So find someone else that's just starting out and you guys work together and get up to being rich together. And you help somebody else out as well. And that will eventually probably be a long term friend. That's probably one of my easiest tips. And another tip is, again, work for people, of course, but when you work for people, you want to make sure that they're paying you a fair price for what you're doing. So, for example, if they're paying you a box of potatoes for milking cows, right? Just for milking cows, that is worth it. But if they're paying you like a box of potatoes just to plow, cultivate, seed, and harvest their field, that is not worth it because that makes no sense. Like, it's just not worth it because you do way more work. You do way more work than you need to, which is actually pretty weird. And some people will try to scam you. So make sure not to get scammed. Watch out for scammers. And this is probably going to be my last tip about this goes back to working to people as well. But when you work for people, you can get scammed very easily. So you want to make sure the people you work with trust you and you trust them, so you don't get scammed. That's your best bet. I will come out with a part 2 to this video, considering I can't think of any other tips right now. But I will come out with a part 2 later this week. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to like and subscribe. And keep it here on Harley YT.